Hey Her Spirit Gang, Mel Young here, your Her Spirit Strength Coach, and welcome to our short, sharp 4-week 15 to 20 minute strength sessions. And it is a brilliant way to either get started into strength, return into strength, if you're hitting that menopausal stage, or just something that you can really get yourself into nice and quickly, and also a really good build up to then join us for the Couch to Kilo programs that we run every month. So all you need is some space. If you have got some little weights or even tins of food or anything like that to just progress as we go through each week, that would be brilliant. But make sure that you have got some space and you've got a mat or something soft for your knees as well. Have some water just at your side and you will be ready to go. So each week we'll have some small progressions as we go through and just see how you get on. All right, so we're going to go through a very short warm up just to get the body moving, and then we will continue with our moves. So get yourself ready, nice little spot, and just start marching on the spot, relaxing the shoulders, keeping on the balls of your feet, and just dropping those heels nice and lightly and picking those knees up. Brilliant. So as we just continue now, we're just going to start rolling the arms and the shoulders. And just as we get a little bit warmer, just get those arms a little bit higher. Fabulous. Okay, last one, and we're just going to bring that forward. So keep the marching going and just bring those arms forward, rolling at the shoulders. And what we do is just to bring that heart rate up just a little bit, get the blood flowing, get the oxygen going through all the joints and the muscles, so we can move a little bit easier with the moves as we go forward. Good, bring those arms down, roll the shoulders. Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to do is like a little rotation. So as you can see, I just pick up that foot coming onto the toe. And then when you're ready, I just want you to extend the arm opposite way so you can feel a little bit more twist in the back and in the core and stretching through the back of the shoulder. Keep the knees soft, keep breathing nice and easy. And then we're going to go just a couple more. Excellent, and we're ready to go. Fab. Right, so the first one that we're going to do is a squat with the shoulder press. We're not going to use any weights at all. We're just going to use body weight just to get that movement and get the technique right. So let's start with our feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to sit down into the heels of your feet, and as we stand, we're then going to raise the arms right above our head. So we're going to just do about 10 repetitions, and then we have a little rest. So off we go. So squat down, and then just pick those arms up towards the ceiling. You can bring them back just by the chin. Fabulous. Okay, 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. And then just rest it there. Good. And just shake off those legs. Now, if you worry about the depth of the squat or it is new to you, you can always have a chair just behind you, as long as it is a flat and harder surface, so a dining room chair or a stool is really good. And if it's kind of about knee height or just above knee height, that's going to give you the confidence just to have that depth and start to work the legs. Also, just be aware of the knees, that they don't fall inwards, and we always track them over the feet. So we're going to go now for our second set. So feet again, planted down, keep the heels down nice and flat, and off we go. So squat and push those arms up. When we push the arms up, if your shoulders are quite tight, just try and push them up and back so they come right beside your ears. Good, 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Brilliant stuff. Again, just shake off the legs, roll the shoulders, and we have got 1 more set to go. So when we say pushing the arms, if you feel they're coming forward here, to try and push them up and back, really getting as much of the shoulder muscle working as possible. So we're going to go for our third set. So feet again, shoulder width apart, sit back and down. Here we go. So pop down and big push up. Right above the head, fully extend those arms as much as you can. Good. We've got 4 more. Last 2. And last 1. Brilliant, well done guys. Okay, and shake off those legs again. If you need to grab a drink at any point of this, then please do so. All right, so for the next one, we're going to still stay with legs, but we're now going to do lunges. Now, for those of you that feel the lunges are a little bit difficult, I'm going to show you some stages that you can do them in. And the challenge is not so much about having weights or pushing yourself through, it's just gently trying to increase the depth of the knee down towards the floor, which will then target the areas. Now, if your knees feel a little bit weak or you haven't done them before, then build it up slowly, and also use either the wall or back of a chair to kind of help guide that movement. So you're going to have your feet hip width apart. We're going to step back. As you can see, I keep my back heel up, my front heel down. Chest nice and proud, bracing the core, and we're going to drop that back knee down towards the floor. So you should have almost a 90-90 angle in the knee. Then you're going to stand and push forward. Okay, so the challenge is dropping that back knee, keeping the chest nice and proud. We're going to do 8 each side. Only got 2 sets. So let's go. So we step back, drop, up and push. So go where you're comfortable with that knee drop, and as the legs get stronger, you should find you'll be able to dip down a little bit lower each time. So we've got 3 more. Good, last one. We're going to switch straight away. So just turn yourself around, especially if you're leaning onto something. Make sure you do the other leg. Good, reach back and drop. So you don't want to be leaning on the wall or leaning on the chair or whatever you're holding on to. It's just that light touch to help with your balance and control. So we've got 3 more and last 2. Good, last one. Excellent. Step it up and relax. Good, so just shake off the legs again. Hopefully feel a difference of where that loading is now happening. So a little bit more in the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and in the glutes, which is your bum muscles, where the squats, you may have felt a little bit more dominant in the quads, which is the front of the legs. So we're going to have just 1 more set, each side, 8 each side. If you can't quite get to 8, don't worry about that. You can just build your way up through the 4 week. Okay, so get yourself set now for the second. Step back and drop. It's good. Okay, so we're halfway. 4 more if you can. Good, 3. 2 more. And then last one before we switch. Okay, so turn it round. Reset and down. Now keep your feet hip width apart. So as you develop and get stronger, you create that balance. If you take the foot behind, it's like you're on a tightrope, and that's where we get a bit wobbly. So 4 more. Last 3. Good, and we go for that last one. Drop down and pick up. Brilliant stuff. And just give those legs a shake. Fab. So what we're going to do now is bring the workload to the upper body, and we're going to tackle some press-ups. So the best thing to do if you're new to press-ups or you just haven't done them for a very long time, then it's to raise the upper body. So yes, we can do them from the floor, but actually if you can raise yourself either on the base of the sofa, kitchen cupboard, or even on a wall, by giving yourself a bit of an angle, so you are putting the pressure into the chest and shoulders, it'll allow you to get that right technique, and then as you get stronger, you can then start lowering yourself down and eventually down onto the floor. So I'm just going to bring this bench over, pop it to the end here. So it's giving me a nice elevated platform. Still going to come down onto my knees. I want my hands just past shoulder width. So as I come down to the bench, the chest is coming over the bench as well. So make sure you're kind of centered, and then allowing the hip and the core to work together so you're not dipping or you haven't got your bum in the air. So let's get hands in position. We're going to go for 10 reps and off we go. So bring the chest down. You want to be looking at the elbows to be about 45 degrees away from the body. So we're protecting the shoulders and making sure those chest muscles are activated. We've got 5 more. And do as many as you can. So if you can't quite get to 10, just something you can work towards. Last couple. And last one. Good. Hold it there, roll the shoulders and shake off the arms. So we have about 30 seconds. Just allow that to rest and we can go again for that second set. And just adjust yourself. So if you feel a bit too high or that was quite a struggle, just change the elevation. As long as that technique is correct, you can feel the core switches on because it's got to help stabilize the rest of your body. Don't worry, stay on the knees and then we can progress onto the toes as we go through the weeks. All right, so let's get ourselves set up for second set. And off we go. So up to 10 reps if we can. That's it, nice and strong. Good, halfway. And last 2. Last push. And relax. Excellent. So roll the shoulders again. Also, you can roll the wrists. All right, and just activate the forearms. If you're sort of struggling with the wrists, just spread the fingers and slightly claw into the surface that you're holding on. That just helps set the forearms on a little bit more and protects those wrists if they're not used to that kind of flexibility that you're hoping to get. So we're going to go now for the third set. Have your hands, make sure in the right position. Remember, chest over. Off we go. 1 more. And like I say, if you can't quite get to the 10, get to what number? 10 is then your challenge. And as we progress, if you need to stay the same height of the elevation, but you just get more reps in each session, then that's absolutely fine. Good. And done. Well done, guys. Okay, and roll those shoulders. And we are ready for the next exercise. So I'm just going to pop this bench just to one side. Okay, all right, so shake off those arms, grab a drink if you need to. We're now going to come back down to the lower body and we're going to go for some single leg deadlifts. Now, we're going to be using a wall or the chair like we just did for the reverse lunges. So again, just a light touch. So you want your feet hip width apart. And then we're going to just take the right. So my right leg is just coming back, which means I'm going to be working the left. The left leg, I'm going to keep the knee soft. And the movement comes from the hip. It's like a hip pivot. So as the leg raises up, the front of the body needs to come down. And you'll feel the loading in the back of the leg and in the glute. And obviously you can have that light touch to help with your balance. The other hand can come down towards the floor. We keep the shoulders back and the chest nice and proud. We're in 2 sets of these and 8 on each side. So when we're ready, chest proud, shoulders back, bracing the core, come down and tap. Good. So concentrate on the balance. Use your leg. It's almost like a weight bearing. So halfway. All right, give me 2 more. Last one. We're going to switch over to the other side. So again, use the wall or the chair, hip width apart, knee now becomes soft, and down to the other side. Now you may find that one side feels stronger or weaker than the other, and that is pretty common. So we just know we need to work each side just as good as each other to allow that work rate to happen. So you've got 3 more. Last 2. And last one. And bring it up. Excellent stuff. Again, just shake off the legs. Regroup. Think about how was the balance. Did you get as low on each side. So that's quite important as well. Do one side feel a bit tighter than the other. And all this is doing is just making you aware of how your body feels when it's moving. So now we're going to go for that second set. So get your legs set, knees soft. Use the wall or the chair as a little bit of a balance tool. And let's go. Remember, 8 each side. Good. So we're coming to halfway. So 2 more. Keep that posture. Last one. Fab. Bring it round. Okay. Reset. And off we go. So keep it strong. We've got 4 more to go. Good, keep that chest nice and proud, back straight. Last one. And release up. Well done, guys. Okay, just shaking off the legs again. Bring the knees up if you need to, just to help sort of stretch off around that glute area. Excellent stuff. All right, so we're on to our last exercise. And we're going to come down onto the mat and just working on the core. And it's not just about core strength, but it's kind of stabilizing that core area as well. So we're going to go real from the beginning of this move, and we'll adapt and grow through the 4 weeks. So if you're able to, come down onto your hands and knees. If knees feel a little bit delicate, just get some extra padding under there. So either more mats, get some towels, maybe a sort of thinnish cushion. Nothing too bulky because you want to keep nice and level. So bring yourself down onto the floor. So the end move that we are going to get to is for our Supermans, by bringing the leg and arm at the same time. Now, if this is quite new to you, you can lose the stability and balance a little bit. So we're going to kind of just use a very basic move today, and then we're going to progress through. So I want your shoulders over the wrists and really pulling that belly button. And all we're going to do is just one of the legs is just tap back and bring the knee back. But I want you to keep it really light, so we're not kind of putting the weight back on that knee. Just tap back and nice and light. You may find that you don't want to bring that knee actually onto the mat, just keep it hovering and just feel the tension in the core. So we're going to do 8 each side. We're going to do 3 sets altogether. So hold yourself, don't let yourself kind of sink in. So shoulders always away from the ears, and keep your head neutral, don't allow it to drop down. So here we go. Just 1 and 2. Good, so keep it on 50-50 of the hands and the knee. Don't allow your sort of weight to dominate onto one side. Just a couple more. Last one. Okay, place that knee under the hip and we switch over to the other side. Stretch out. It's good. 3 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, and what we'll do, we don't really need too much of a break on this one. If you want to just stretch up and then reset, and we go straight into that second set. So off we go. Let it hover. Good, halfway. So 4 more. Good, pull that belly button in, up towards the spine. Last one. And reset, another side. Good, last 4. Last 2. Excellent. Again, it's that little stretch off, arch at the back, reset, last set. Here we go. So keep that balance. Don't allow you to kind of dominate over to one side. Last 3. Good, 1 more. Brilliant. And then switch. So reset first. Off we go. Pull that belly button up. Feel the control. Don't allow yourself to sway. Good, couple more. And we are done. Fabulous stuff. Well done, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just as we're still on the knees, and if that's comfortable for you, just step forward. Just bring those hips forward so you can get that lovely stretch down at the hip flexor. And while we're doing that, the same arm on the same leg that's back, just bring up and over to have that lovely stretch. And then just bring the arm across for that shoulder stretch. Fab. Okay, switch over. So again, push those hips forward. Same side arm up and over. And if this is too uncomfortable in the knee, it's fine. We can do a quad stretch in just a second, but you can do the arm elements. Excellent. Okay, stand yourself up. Okay, feet nice and wide, feet facing forward, keep the legs straight, gently push the hips back and bring yourself down towards the floor. Bend the knees, bring yourself up. Hold on if you need to, knees together, push your hips forward. If you can't quite reach for the foot, place your front of your foot onto something a little bit higher than the knee, so the chair or the base of the sofa, whatever there is, and just see if you can push those hips forward just to drive a little bit of stretch in the front of the leg. Then when you're ready, other side. Excellent. And just shake off the legs, roll the shoulders, shake off the arms, and week one done. Well done, guys. Fabulous work. Try and repeat that session if you can, at least another 1 or 2 times through the week. So up to 3 sessions a week, you really will start to feel a difference and you'll be able to maintain and progress for that second week. But thanks for joining me. Well done. I'll see you next time.